Hello, Adam and or Jeff. This is Travis Miller from Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is to increase your online presence, to increase your revenue and increase your business. And two is to compare your website to local competitors' website and see if we could do some things, some tips and tricks to outrank them to increase that online revenue. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about, you can definitely use these yourself and do this on the back end of your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, feel free to give me a call, text, or email. I'll be glad to speak with that about you. But also, either way, if you like this video or don't like this video, if you give me a few lines of feedback, I just like to get better at building these free custom videos, just help some local businesses increase their online presence. So let's get to it. So first I said content. So content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed throughout your website. So you guys are on a good start here. You've got a nice laid out website here with some content in there, some keywords in there. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. In your content, in your website, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for a certain service. So doing a good job there, on a good start. Love the layout of your website. But speaking of Google, these are buyer intent words. So, consumers go in here, do a search, plumbing services, Dallas, Texas. This is what comes up. So first comes up is the map pack, and that's with citations. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But this, we call these organics here. So the goal is when you type in a service or area, you want to be on the first page. And you scroll down here, you can see you guys aren't on the first page, but the goal is to get you at least on the first page. Because very few consumers that go on to page 2 or 3 when they're looking for a service. Actually it's said that, that's a great place to hide a dead body on Google, page 2 or 3. Just no one goes there. So the goal is to be on the first page. If I could compare your website to one of these top competitors' website, and we don't really look at the directories like Yelp, Angie's List. People usually go to a local plumbing website if they're looking for a service. So I'll put you somewhere in the middle just to try to beat this guy, Staggs Plumbing. So if we could beat him, eventually beat him, we go on to the top of the organics. But if you could beat him, you'll be on that first page. So let's compare your website to his website. So this is a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs. So what we do here is just a deep dive into a website to give us some analytics and some numbers. So staying on content, you guys are using some good keywords. You're on 63 keywords. That's giving you some push volume there. So obviously you want the higher volume is the better for people to find you. Like plumber, HVAC. So that's a great one to use. Billy's Plumbing. So those are some high volume. Any kind of HVAC words, plumbing words, you want to have in there. But this is one of your top competitors' websites, Staggs Plumbing. It's an okay website. It's definitely very beatable. They got some content on there too. But for them, you're actually beating them in the keywords. They only have 8 keywords. But and they don't have a lot of volume in the keywords, but they're probably doing some other things that's making them just a higher search volume when it comes to plumbing services in Dallas. And we'll talk about that. So going to that, let's talk about backlinks. So backlinks are, it's where websites are linked to your website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you. So think of it like a popularity contest. The most backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. So it's important to have other HVAC services, plumbing, heating and air conditioning, water heaters, websites linking to you. It doesn't help you if a restaurant or a dentist office or a lawyer website is linked to you. It doesn't give you much trust power. So you guys are on a good start as well. You have 642 backlinks with 181 reference domains, doing a good job there. Just comparing that to your competitor, this is where they're beating you. So they have 836 backlinks, 132 different domains. So this is probably giving them a little bit more search volume, and that's why they're showing up on page 1 when you Google plumbing services, Dallas, Texas. Again, very beatable. We could beat these guys to get on that page 1. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Then finally, there's citations. So citations is anywhere your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly as per your Google business profile. The citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local business since there's a huge amounts of revenue that could be had here. So you want to be in the top 3. Sometimes there's 4 here, but definitely in the top 3. And citations include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you probably heard of. Social media accounts work well too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. So the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you could outrank them. Again, you want to be on this page because very few consumers, they'll push this button to find some more businesses. So you want to be on that first search page, even in citations. So once your content, backlinks, and citations come together and you start to outgrow your competitors, you see where your revenue could generate. So there's also many more keywords you could add to your content to build more traffic and leads as well. So this is kind of what I do. So I enjoyed creating this video for you. Hopefully it works well and you could use some of those tips and tricks. But if you find yourself wanting more information, if you find yourself wanting to do more research and talk about your goals, feel free to reach out to me. But either way, if you leave me a couple lines of feedback, that'll help me get better making these videos. And I wish you much luck in your business. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.